Alright, so what is up everybody on YouTube? This is of course Bullet RC, and you guys know what time it is. Views did drop and I'm back with yet another video, and this time it's just gonna be my overall thoughts on the album, you know, what I thought about it. And feel free, as always, because I know y'all going to either way if I say it or not, leave your opinions, your comments, wherever you know thought I talked about. What's your favorite song? What song you didn't like? You think the album's trash? Whatever the case may be, just leave it down below in the comment section and somebody will talk back at you. So first off, I just kind of want to talk about a few different songs I really like off the album. I'm gonna have my handy dandy iPhone next to me just so I can reference it back and forth, and basically just talk about a few of the songs off the album that I really liked, and then just give my full thoughts on the album. Alright, so when we start off with Keep the Family Close, to me this track starts off as just like a general, like, you know, I had these friends, I don't have them anymore, you know what I'm saying, like a trust type thing, you know what I'm saying. These people that I used to know and know really well, I just don't really know them anymore. They don't really call me when things are like going on, you know, this and that. And it seems like a really general thing. But then it seems like he starts to reference a certain chick by saying that he's seen what she could have been, but you know, before she's seen it herself, comparing her to the Chrysler 300C, which looks like the Bentley. And just basically saying, you know, like, I knew who you could have been, you know what I'm saying, you really weren't there for me, this and that, and the third happened, and now I'm not with you, but you see me now succeeding. And that's kind of how that track plays. And to me it sounds like, when I first started listening to it, I felt like it kind of almost sounded like a trailer type song or something like that to like a movie, and that's kind of how I interpreted that track. I still like the track. Just how it starts, I really like the line about the Chrysler 300 compared to the Bentley. I thought that was a interesting line. But as far as that song goes, I like that song, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. So next up on 9 is basically completely switching gears, which I feel like Drake does a lot on this album, which is one of the reasons I do like it. He goes from, you know, kind of hurting, oh, my friends are not there anymore, to now 9, which is basically him turning the 6 upside down, referencing his hometown where he is from, and basically more of a boasting track, like, yo, I came from this is what I did, you know, you can see me now, I'm up here, turn the 6 upside down, you know, just basically a really boastful, like, I've come from this and this is where I'm at. So watch me, watch what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep doing. So that's how I felt about 9. Dope song, but again, not one of my favorites. Then next up you got You With Me with the intro coming from DMX, which I actually really like, but this is a song I really don't listen to. I've been completely listening to the album on repeat, and this song I kind of just skip over. Basically, once again, Drake switching gears again, back to the trust issues with his chick, like feeling like, yo, are you playing games with me? Like, I'm trying to move forward. This and that, and that's kind of the tone of that track. Once again, I don't really care for this track, but it's another example of Drake switching gears, which is what I really like about this album. So then next up we got Feel No Ways, and I actually really like this track. Is basically Drake talking about some chick that he used to deal with, and this one isn't really switching gears again, but it's like he grew, you know, his career blew up. And the things that he used to do with this chick, which is smoking or just chilling out and kind of like not doing nothing with his life, just chilling with this one chick and, you know, vibing out, doing whatever they want to do, he can't do that anymore. And for the fact that he's now successful, he's doing these things, and she just can't really keep up or doesn't want to keep up with that lifestyle, says kind of basically makes him feel, you're trying to make me feel some type of way. So almost trying to make him feel bad for growing as a person, growing out of that type of lifestyle and doing something better with his life, and possibly trying to get her to do that, and she's just, like I said, either not willing to, or just doesn't see it how Drake sees it. So I actually really like this track. I actually thought it was really dope, and this is a track that I actually come back to and play, you know, over and over again. On Hype, once again, switching gears one more time. This one I actually been listening to a lot. This is another track that I've been on repeat, and to me this one seems like another boastful, I'm Drake, you know what I'm saying, I'm now doing these things, you know, addressing haters and just people looking down on him, like, yo, like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm above all that. Like, I don't even have time to acknowledge anybody, I don't have time to acknowledge the haters, I don't have time for that. I'm doing two big things. I got Riri right next to me. Like, those type of lines, which I thought were really dope. So that's kind of how that track rolls, and also the production on Hype as well as the last track I really liked. I don't think I mentioned that, but yeah, I really like this track. You know, real confident, literally just Drake really just talking shit about how much money he's got, how high up he is, and how he could care less about whatever anyone else has to say. That man's working, doing his thing. Next up we have Weston Road Flows, which is basically an ode to the street that he has referenced before that he used to live on. Weston, I think it says Scarlet Road or something like that. Now this track, and I want to give a big shout out to my mom, is the only reason I even recognize or notice where the sample is from. I'm pretty sure it's Mary J. Blige. Riding in my mom's car as a kid, it was always turned on 95.7 R&B, so Mary J. Blige CDs and Mary J. Blige were played all throughout the times. But this track, I haven't spent a lot of time with it, but I do like the flow. It seems really smooth. The sample's really good, the production's really good. This is just a track that I need to listen to a little bit more to fully get the full effect. Then with Redemption, I haven't spent a lot of time with this song, but the gist of it to me seems like Drake talking about old flames, chicks he used to deal with, just people on the way to his come up, but really just sticking to chicks, talking about, you know, if they're not with the vision, if they're not with it, if they're not accepting to what's going on, what he's trying to do with his life, then they can just forget it. And basically also talking about how, you know, these chicks have done these different things. They want redemption. A chick sued him, open up a business. There's a girl still driving around a Mercedes that he and her were supposed to be driving together in. And so that's the theme of redemption, which is literally redemption. Then next up we have With You, and this one has Party Next Door on it, and I actually like this song. The song itself and the actual production on it is dope. Once again, it's not too much different from the last song. Once again, talking about chicks, you know, not really switching gears there. But the kind of feel to this one is, I feel like there's both ups and downs with this one. There's like talking about cuffing, you know, really good things going on, but then also talking about drinking and mixing emotions. And I feel like it's about the ups and the downs, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just kind of bouncing back and forth. You have Redemption, which is a really negative song. Then you have this one where you're bouncing back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I love you, you know, we need to cut it, you know, this or that. All right, so these next few songs I can kind of shoot through pretty quick. So we're gonna start off with Faithful, with Pimp C and Division. This song is, I like the flow of it. It's not a song that I listened to a lot so far, but this one really seems like, to me, Drake is trying to chase this chick. She's really pursuing her working, you know, she's really pursuing her career, sometimes not having time for Drake. They're both working, doing their thing. When they have the time, they make the time for each other. And it's just kind of like a, I don't want to say it's ups and downs. It's kind of just seems like a story of two people on similar paths, trying to make time for each other and trying to still build a relationship while still pursuing their own dreams and different things like that. So that's how I feel about that track. And my phone, of course, wanted to go to sleep. So the next one we have is going to be Still Here. And this is like the OVO squad anthem to me. This is what this sounds like, the OVO squad anthem, basically saying, yo, me and my dudes, we still here, we still doing good, we still eating, you know, we're still doing what we need to do. Where are you? You know what I'm saying? This is the OVO squad. We're doing big things. What are you doing? Anthem. And I really like that song. Still Here, I still listen to that song. That song's really dope. Next up we have Controller. I'm not gonna talk about this song. This is, I don't care. This whole, okay, let me talk for a second. So this whole thing, Rihanna and Drake, when they come together, and Rihanna is not on this song, but Drake has this new, like, this new thing he's trying, like just with like Work, and then the other song with Rihanna, Too Good, they all sound similar. I'm not really feeling that sound for Drake, or maybe it's just, I don't know, he does his thing on it, but it's just something I don't like. Like, I don't care for Controller, I don't care for Too Good. Work is cool, but I really don't care for that song either. It's not up here. But yeah, and One Dance, I don't really care for One Dance either. Like, all those songs sound extremely similar to me, and I don't care. Next up, we have Grammys with Future. Now, this song, I feel like Drake's flow is kind of lazy, and I feel like Future saves the song a bit. This is once again Drake changing gears into I am Drake. I'm hype, you know what I'm saying? You know, I've done it, I'm making money, I'm doing what I need to do, I'm Drake, basically at the end of the day. And then I think it's really funny just the smaller interlude with Future, like, yo, like, he's like questioning Drake. He's like, yo, like you're Drake, like what's going on? Like why is he so hyped? Why is he sounding like that? Like what's going on? Like he just won a Grammy, and then the beat comes in. Like that beat drop is very similar, and I can't think of what other Future song it sounds just like, literally that beat. But Grammys for sure is a winner, and I feel like I still feel like that song is definitely like a trashed track from what is it, What a Time to Be Alive. Like it's a good track, but I don't feel like it was like an album track. I just feel like he had it and he was like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna toss this up here. Now my next song is one of my favorites, is Child's Play, which to me is basically about Drake. Well, the opening part of it is funny. First off, breaking news: if your girl is attending the season opener game for any basketball team, she has to be fucking somebody on the basketball team. Just letting you know, breaking news. So I like that part of the song, but it sounds like Drake has this chick, you know what I'm saying? He likes her, but she's not trying to pursue anything else. Basically, as long as he fulfills her material needs, he can do whatever he wants with her, and that's all he wants. That's literally all he wants. He doesn't care about anything else. He literally says, don't make me give you back to the hood. Like, so taking some chick out of the hood, you know, as long as she pleases him, she can stay. But as soon as she stops, toss her back. I don't need her. You know what I'm saying? I can find another one. So I really like Child's Play. Child's Play is a dope song. I like the production on that too. The beat is good as well. It's just an interesting song. Some bold statements in that one. Pop Style, we already, you know, I didn't talk about Pop Style, but you guys know that already came out. It does not have the feature with Jay-Z's 2 lines and then Kanye's verse. It has Drake carrying the whole thing, and I still feel like it's good. I feel like Drake did his thing. He still carried the song fine by himself, and the other version you can listen to too. So a few more extra verses by Drake on this, dope. Have no problem with it. Summer's Over Interlude, I like this song, but I feel like it's a lot of just samples of other songs kind of mixed together, so I like that. Fire and Desire is a weird song to me because I listen to it and it's like really Drake talking about like some chick like on pills and this and that. Like I don't know. I don't know about that one. Like it's not a bad song, but it's like I could do without that one. Then we got Views, which I like Views. I like the beats of Views. The Views sounds grand to me, and it sounds like the 30 for 30 freestyle. It's like that last Drake song, that last Drake track where he's just hitting it hard, rapping about this, being real about that, how this thing is, where I came from, this chick, that chick, just Drake being Drake, spitting some dope verses over a nice beat and just cutting it off there. You have Hotline Bling right after, which did we really need it on the album? I would have liked it to not have been on the album because I like how Views ends. I feel like the Views is the track to end this off, and you don't need Hotline Bling to be there after, whether it be an extra song or not. Does not need to be there, just to be extra. Anyways, that is it. That is my review on Views. Let me know what you guys thought down below. That is it, man. Overall, I like this. I feel like this album really encompasses Drake from all sides. The big, boasting, confident Drake, to the trust issues Drake, to the oh man I really wanted this chick Drake, the crying Drake, to I make a whole bunch of money whatever Drake, to the I'm with Future so I'm gonna do this Drake. I feel like Views is every piece of Drake put into an album, and I think it's dope. Anyways guys, that is it. Much love to all the fam, followers, and supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snups, here, there, blah, blah, blah. And of course, Bullet RC. I'm gonna see you guys next video. Y'all be easy. Peace.